What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you a video, another mailbag question video, and it's on Kevin Stefanski. And the question is, should he be let go at the end of this season? Let's talk about it. So, the 6-9 Browns right now are definitely underachievers. Um, Even with Deshaun Watson missing all them games that he missed, I definitely thought with Jacoby Brissett as starting quarterback, they had enough around him to get the job done still. Um, the Browns have a good team, clear as day. The defense should be better, but they're okay. The offense should be better, even prior to Deshaun Watson, and they just blew games early on. They started out, I believe, 2-1. Then from that point on, went 2-6, if I'm not mistaken, and it's just been little miscues here and there. Blown leads, not running the ball enough late in the games. And I just think Kevin Stefanski could be the fall guy this year. Now, to answer the question, I don't think he'll be fired. I think he granted himself one more year. Deshaun Watson, your star quarterback, you just traded all those picks for, uh, did come back and he's struggling. He looks terrible right now. So I definitely think he can get one more year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. You know, uh, if you know Kevin Stefanski's system and his style of offense, it's a kind of a play off the West Coast offense, the West Coast scheme, and it doesn't really fit Deshaun Watson as a quarterback. Kevin Stefanski's offense kind of is the star of the show. The offense is kind of like the quarterback is kind of like the backseat driver of the whole offense of the whole show. And Deshaun Watson, his style of play doesn't really fit Stefanski's style. If you remember, well, I can't point out exactly who, but some people were saying that breaking down to the Deshaun Watson to the Browns trade rumor before it happened. That's why I didn't think the Browns were a good option. I forgot who I had as Deshaun Watson's landing spot. It's been so long ago now I can check my videos, but it didn't happen, so it don't matter. But I didn't choose the Browns. I think I chose like the Saints or something like that maybe, but I think that would have been a better option for Deshaun Watson personally. A couple of teams here and there, but I just think the Browns, you overlook the fit because of the talent. But even with Watson coming back now, not looking sharp, looking very rusty, it comes into question. Is it the style of offense? Is it Stefanski's offense that has his team struggling? Brissett wasn't playing great, but he was playing solid. But uh, his his coaching acumen up to par? His rookie year as a head coach with Baker Mayfield, 2020, 11-5. Last year, very down year, but Baker got injured, so he got a pass there. And this year, the team is stacked. To me personally, defense is good, offense is good. Should have got it should be looking better than what it is now. 6-9, worse than the division, and they definitely should be probably top two. Or at least closer, a close three. The Steelers suck to me. I'm not gonna lie, the Steelers suck. So I just think they should be a lot better than what they are. You can look at General Manager Andrew Berry. For a guy like him to shell out all that money, he has to make the move and back the move for Deshaun Watson. Getting paid 5 year, 230 million guaranteed. He shelled out all those first round picks um, to the Houston Texans. You know, it kind of brings a question like, does he want to save his job? Is it him or Stefanski? Are they a duo? Are they a team? What's he has to answer to somebody. He has a boss to answer to. I just think it's kind of tough to go back and say, hey, my bad. The team wasn't built good. The team is built fine. The team is built fine. So Barry really has nothing really to answer to. Well, his only answer is really to say the coaches, to be honest. And there's been rumors going around. The hottest commodity right now is Sean Payton. I've done multiple videos on Sean Payton. I got a mailbag question of him going to the Broncos. I said no. I don't think trading for Russ, because you have to trade for. If you didn't know, you have to trade for Sean Payton unless you wait for the 2024-2025 season, somewhere one of those two seasons, because he's still on a contract for another year or two. So you got to trade for him, probably be a first round pick. You remember back in the day, John Gruden was traded from the Raiders to the Buccaneers for a first round pick, for a couple picks and a player or so, something like that. So Peyton should be in the same realm. Some, give or take a few players or draft picks here and there or value picks. You know, Sean Payton should be in the same realm of a trade. I don't think the Browns or the Broncos could give up that much to still, to get a head coach. It'll be nice, but I think another option out there is Airbnb, the Chiefs head coach. He's been dying for a job for years now. As we all know, every Chiefs offensive coordinator since Andy Reid has been there has got a head coaching job. Doug Peterson went to the Eagles, then he ended up going to the Jags now. Won Super Bowl with the Eagles a couple years back. Um, what's the other guy's name? I got a name written down somewhere. I forgot that fast, but another guy as well. Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy, I think was there 2 years after Doug Peterson left. He got a job with the Bears, so for a couple years there. Didn't pan out, but, Airbnb's been there for a while now, waiting his turn, and he's been a hot name on the coaching list for the last couple years. And he finally got some super hard interest last year. Didn't quite work out, but I think this year will be his year. Could he right the wrong? Could he fit the offensive mode? Not mode, but could he really bring the system that fits Deshaun Watson the best over Kevin Stefanski? Definitely possible. It's definitely possible, man. So he's one of my guys I have on my list. Sean Payton too, I guess, but I don't think they have enough to shell out. They're already paying Watson crazy money. They sent so much trade value for him. I just think they're gonna let that rock and just try to get another coach if they do let go of Stefanski. But my personal opinion, as I said earlier, I think he stays. I think he gained himself one more year. You know, if they call me in the office, say, "Yo, why should you keep your job?" I'll just say the whole Deshaun Watson fiasco, the dysfunction, the everything, to cloud the teams, cloud the team's head, cloud the team's mind. The team couldn't focus. I'm bringing up everything in the world, but my horrible coaching. But he should definitely ran the ball more this season with Chubb. Chubb, the best running back in the league, in my personal opinion, looked like that at a lot of moments, but he can't keep that spot this year because of numbers as well. But just because he's not getting the touches that he should. Chubb should be. He is viewed as an elite guy. Don't get me wrong, but his numbers should stand there as well, and they definitely don't because he don't get enough touches. The Browns not doing enough to get the ball in his hands, get the ball in Kareem Hunt's hands as they used to in the past couple years. Even when Jacoby Brissett was starting, they should have did more with those two guys. For some reason they just didn't do it. But Njoku did come alive this year for certain moments. Um, Donovan People-Jones played well in certain moments. Cooper played well. So I think next year will be a good year for this team. Myles Garrett, another pretty good season. Uh, they're all having good years. All most of the main guys, but they just gotta take that next step, take that next leap. And I think with Stefanski or not, I think it will happen. Deshaun Watson get his full summer under his belt, a full training camp, a full OTAs, mini camp, everything to get that rust off, to get his head clear from his drama going on off the field. I think they'll be fine next year. They were my Super Bowl pick this year, the Browns and the Cowboys. That was my matchup. I definitely thought Watson I thought Brissett would lead the way for most of the year, have him at a decent record. Watson would come back from his long layoff and turn up. None of that happened. That definitely didn't happen. So tough year for the Browns and the Browns fans. But next year I think will be their year. They will be contenders. And I think I had the Browns. I had the Browns my Super Bowl pick the last couple years. I thought with Baker too. Baker's last year, 2 years. Last year I thought Baker could have got that team there. That team was good. You have a good running game, two good running backs, a solid defense last year with Denzel Ward, Garrett. Those boys, Clowney, um, JOK. They have a squad, man. They have a pretty good names. Greedy Williams. I love Greedy Williams. They have a good squad. And I just think they just gotta get another coach. Maybe, you know, if Watson can't come alive next year, the year after that, get another coach, and maybe they can help right the ship. But they might do that this year as well, you know, this summer. So we'll see what happens. Is Stefanski's job safe? I tend to think so, but you never know. Things can definitely happen. If you're the Browns GM Andrew Berry, you got to answer the tough questions, and your answer might point at faults from the head coach, Kevin Stefanski. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.